Alright, the next thing we'll be doing, we'll be turning left onto the road, and a few wonderful people will look to your right hand side as we turn towards that beautiful mountain in the background. Gorgeous spot for a view, isn't it? Alright, looks like we've got a bit of a traffic jam here on the right hand side, so might have to wait a bit. Alright, so we've made the first phase of the tour. Well done, everyone. So the next thing we'll do, we'll play a small video for you here up on the screen. I have to open the gate, don't I? Yep. Alright, I'll go and
The thrill to have you. The tour start.
So the movie company asked the New Zealand government if they could get help building a road. Now the New Zealand government gave them the New Zealand Army came here, helped build this road, and they did a lot of the land work as well, moulding the hobbit holes and getting them all ready for the hobbit facades. Now they did such a good job with all that some of them were able to be orcs in the movies. Now of course they weren't allowed to win those battles, they had to lose them. So they had fun but were very upset. Now also in the battle scenes, some of the New Zealand Army people were actually going too hard on the elves actors. So Peter Jackson had to actually tell the New Zealand Army to calm down a bit. So they had good fun though. Now as we make our climb up the hill, on the left hand side you've got some beautiful green grass you're welcome to take photos of if you wish. Or you can look to your right hand side and we'll see some of the movie set. Now the first thing we'll see will be the watermill, followed by the double arch stone bridge, which we'll be walking over. Then the famous green dragon pub. Our horses, big beef cows, pigs, chickens, goats, sheep, even an eagle and its trainer from America were here. Now also on the left hand side here, you'll see a flat until they removed that hill and that became base camp with huge marquee tents, all set up for the makeup artists and the costumes and the cicada for about 5 each day. Now they had 2-course meals for breakfast, 2-course meals for lunch, and 3-course meals for dinner. So they went home like plump hobbits, all ready for the next day. Now once again, we'll be coming around the bend. On the left hand side you see another beautiful view. Now very close to us on the left hand side there is a valley. Now just past that valley you'll see a hill with some tall trees on it. Now in between those trees you'll see some fallen down dead trees. Now that there is the first sighting of the Alexander farm in the movie Fellowship of the Ring. That is also where Frodo meets Gandalf on his horse and car in Fellowship of the Ring. Now we're about to see that scene up on the screen. And just past this bush over here, there's actually a little wood supply that they use. Now this pond is actually man-made, it's not a natural pond, and during filming some frogs invaded this pond. Now the males got real rowdy during a special season and their sound would echo right through this valley here, right up to Bag End where they're doing some filming. So they actually had to remove the frogs from this pond and take them to the lake. Now the frogs have eventually found their way back to this pond, so as we go around it and you hear some frog noises, they are real frogs, not a speaker. Now also in the books it talks about hobbits eating plums from plum trees, so Peter Jackson wanted to bring some plum trees here so they can get them in the films, which she did. Then soon realised that the plum trees in New Zealand are quite tall and the hobbits wouldn't be able to grab the fruits from them. So they removed the plum trees and brought in apple and pear trees because they're smaller. These are your apple and pear trees here. Now to make these plum trees in the movies, Peter Jackson got people to remove all the leaves and the fruit from these apple and pear trees and put artificial leaves and plums on them. Wow. Your plum trees in the movies for less than 10 seconds of film time. Male pheasant right there in the shade, turning it back for us.